Well, for the first time in the history of our show, our website was crashed yesterday at wendyshow.com. Thanks, Kim Kardashian. It was her fault, yes. People went on the website, people wanted to see my opinion of what I thought about this paper magazine cover and then the other cover and, well, and the pictures inside, by the way. Take a look at the pictures inside. We didn't show these yesterday because I didn't know. Okay, let me tell you what that is. That is full areola, full nipple, fully shaven vajayjay. I mean, like nothing on, nothing on. This is not even artistic, it's just, ta-da! What do you think about this? I mean, I think, quite frankly, she started off with a full dress on. Then she let the dress drop little by little by little. So it was like a series of 4 pictures until we finally ended up with the full frontal one, you know, showing everything. I think, what kind of man would push his already wealthy wife, successful and popular wife out there in a position like this? I know that he didn't make the decision to do it, but certainly, you know, when you're married, that's a partnership. It's not called obey, it's just called agreeing so that we don't, you know, have a fight. What kind of man agrees to this? A man, Kanye West and his special friend Ricardo Tucci? Yes, girl, yes, yes. The purpose of her doing this is that she wanted to show off her weight loss because apparently there are people that give her a hard time when she's walking around the street saying that her behind looks ridiculous or, you know, and sometimes her boobs do look long. I said that just the other day. But apparently they're not long at all. When you remove the W's, you see that good boobs, you know. Ironically, it was the guys around the Wendy staff, the majority of them were like, ew, I'm over it, I'm over it. I'm like, really? Can you be an objective hater? I think she looks terrific. Clap if you think she looks terrific. But I also think that this is yet another pathetic, desperate cry for us to look. And like I was saying to you yesterday, many of you all are caught up in, well, she's a mother now. She's a mother. Like I said, poor little North. But I'm not thinking about North because in my mind, North is being trained to be like her mother. Eventually. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes. I'm thinking about Kanye. Like, who does that? And then that mother, you know, who probably was right there with Kanye talking about, yes, as she's taking her clothes off. And now I feel like there's nothing left for Kim to do, you know, other than just go someplace. But of course she won't, and you'll still be watching. But here's the thing. She came to light by doing a sex tape. I thought that she was working hard to remove herself from how we originally found her. You know, booty up, face down, with Ray J. But in fact, what she's now done is she's all reminded us that she has slorish ways, and that she is a cheap $3 bill. Yeah, I said it. Clap if you feel as though there's nothing wrong with her doing this. Okay. 3 people, one of them's a man. Yes, sir. Anyway, beautiful girl, dumb choices. Let's move on. Speaking of the Kardashians, Bruce's mom is 88, and her name is Esther, and she lives in Idaho, and she's lashing out at Kris Jenner. Well, she had an interview, this Esther did, with the Mail Online, and this is what Esther says. Now, keep in mind she's 88 years old, and when you're that age, you say anything and dare somebody to say something back. Esther says, she could insult you with a she could insult you with a big smile on her face. I stay away from her as much as I could. I hope she changes her name back to Kardashian. I don't want her to carry the Jenner name. So you could say, well, why is Esther talking now? I'll tell you why she's talking now. Esther probably didn't call up to do this interview. The interviewers probably called her. The same way when we call up Justin Timberlake's grandmother, she answers the phone, hello? Oh, she talks to us all the time, doesn't she? Yep. Like you'd be surprised the people that actually answer the phone and are willing to talk, and all you have to do is call them, and then they talk. So somebody called Esther, and she talked. And I would imagine that Bruce, while I'm sure he's very upset with his mother talking, she's 88 years old. So, you know, sometimes you forgive somebody because they're older and they just talk all kinds of slickness. That's why I think that happens probably after 75, you know what I mean? Where society just allows you. That's why I don't want to rush the aging process, but I can't wait until I'm 76. You know what I'm saying? Just talking. Esther says that Chris is backstabbing and controlling. I can believe that. She also says that Chris never changed her kids' diapers. Objective hate, everybody, objective hate. Esther, how do you know? How do you know, Esther? You live in Idaho. You're not upstairs all the time when you visit while Chris is in the other room with her kids. You don't know that she didn't change diapers. You see what I'm saying? Like, I try to be fair when I sit in this purple chair. I try to call it the way I see it, regardless. Anyway, she also says that, that Chris did not raise Kendall and Kylie, that Bruce did. I believe that. Like, I believe that part. And I also believe that Chris probably spent more time out of the house with her girlfriends, you know, at the bar or, you know, at the club or whatever, than she did at home with her family, which is why the family is so dysfunctional and acts the way they do now, you know? Anyway, that's it. Hey, Esther, how you doing?